Hey, Hitoshi, you haven't been cleaning the house recently, have you?
I thought so too. The rooms are so dirty after all.
I've been busy with work. I'll clean it once I get home today.
No, clean the house now.
I think I'm going to get an asthma attack living in such a dirty house.
Why don't you do it yourself? Fine, I'm gonna use the vacuum cleaner, so go to another room.
Make sure to do it properly, alright? I'm going to check once you're done.
My name is Satoshi Shibata. I live with my mother-in-law, Kemi, and her son, Junya. My father runs a small company and spends over half his time overseas. He only comes home a few times each year. The mother who gave birth to me left when I was in middle school. I don't know why exactly, though. After that, it was just me and my father, plus a helper who would do the laundry and cooking. The helper was my current mother-in-law, Kemi. They got married when I was in high school. At first, I was relieved having such a friendly and helpful person as my mother-in-law. Both my father and her had gotten divorced once before, and I was going to get a new stepbrother. I was looking forward to the four of us getting along, but reality wasn't that easy. My mother-in-law started showing her true self when she got married to my father.
Wash the dishes and take out the trash, Hitoshi.
The show's about to start, Mom.
Yes, hold on.
I have a shift at my part-time job after this, though.
Are you complaining?
No? She and her son took advantage of the fact that my father was abroad most of the time and started treating me like a servant. At first, they only made me do the cleaning, which I tried as much as possible to do on my own anyways. But then they started making me do everything, including cooking and laundry. Even if I was just a high schooler, I was still busy with my studies and at my part-time job. Whenever I tried to get them to help a bit, they would just ignore me. They made me do all the household chores while they just watched TV or played video games. They always make me do everything. By the time I was in my second year of high school, it was starting to affect my grades. I don't want to make my father worry though, which is why I didn't say anything. After coming home from school, I would do the housework and spend the rest of my time doing homework for school. That was my daily routine at the time. What I couldn't forgive the most, though, was having to pretend. Even though they always just make me do the housework, they would pretend to be a good family only when my father came home.
I heard you were going to come home, Manuba-san, so I made a hamburger steak. You like the hamburger steak I make, right?
Wow, thanks. The hamburger steak you make is delicious, Akemi.
My dad would just eat the food she made for him looking incredibly happy.
Would you like some beer, Father? I'll pour you some.
Oh, thanks.
Junya and Akemi would always act like this whenever my father was home. I'm surprised my father didn't notice anything considering how over the top their acting was. I would always just eat my food in silence.
How's school?
It's fun. My grades are alright, I guess.
Hitoshi is a hard worker after all. He's always studying, so I make him snacks from time to time, right?
Huh? Snacks? Not once has she done anything like that.
He helps me with my studies as well, right, brother?
Yeah. He usually never calls me brother. It made me sick having to pretend to get along with him whenever my dad came home. A few years passed. I was now a college student. The harassment only got worse from there.
Hey, There isn't anything in the refrigerator. Make sure to buy the things we need before we get back, alright?
Huh? But you didn't give me any money.
Use the money you get from your part-time job. We can barely get by as it is, which is why we don't have any money to use on your living expenses. Understood?
But I already can only barely get by.
We aren't handing any money to you.
What he said. Anyways, let's go out for dinner.
Because of their harassment, I had to pay for my own living expenses with the money I earned from working part-time. Looks like I have to do more shifts. Dad pays for my tuition, which is why I can continue going to school. But the money Dad gives to my mother-in-law is almost all used on Akemi and Junia's leisure. At least Dad pays for my tuition. I became so worn out that was all I could think of my situation. It wasn't all bad though, since there were people I could rely on.
Hi, Hitoshi-kun. We came to see you.
You don't look well. Are you alright?
I'm fine. Those two are just being a pain as usual.
They said something to you again? Did you retaliate?
I couldn't be bothered.
You can't just let them get away with it. Making those who hurt you pay is a law of nature.
What kind of world do you live in now?
Well, our house does follow the law of the jungle.
Yeah, I guess we just naturally became trained at stuff like that.
How reliable. These two energetic people are Kenji and Nanao. Kenji is my classmate from high school, and Nanao is his little sister. When I was in high school, being at home was a pain, which is why I would often go to Kenji's house. I started getting along with Nanao as well, and here we are today. They understand my situation at home well, and often come to see me like this to make me feel better.
That reminds me, I made cookies, so let's eat them together.
Thanks, Nanao.
They were easy to make, so I thought I would make some since I had some time.
Your cookies are always delicious, Nanao. I can't wait.
So that means you have to pay for your own living expenses with the money you earn from working part-time?
Yeah, we're supposed to be receiving money to pay for our living expenses from my dad, though.
They'll probably use it all for themselves.
You think so too?
Yeah. I mean, the number of brand items in this house has clearly increased since the last time we came.
I thought so too. That coat over there is really expensive, right?
But I don't have any way of knowing for sure.
You should talk to your dad about this. This has gone way too far already.
You're right. I'll talk to him about it the next time he comes home. A few months after having this conversation from now, Dad returned to Japan. As usual, Junya and my mother-in-law began their over-the-top acting.
Welcome back, Manuba-san. Here, we bought this for you since you're always working so hard.
Thanks. Wow, a necktie. I'll wear it to work for tomorrow.
We all went out to decide a gift for you.
We? They didn't even tell me anything about this.
I had no idea you guys bought a gift for me. I'm such a happy man. Thank you guys so much.
My father looked truly happy when he said that. It made it difficult for me to tell him the truth. I just bear with it a bit longer, my dad will remain happy. Just bear with it a bit longer. I ended up thinking that to myself.
Anyways, I see you came home a lot faster than usual, Dad.
Yeah, I'm thinking of starting a new company, you see, and I returned to discuss the matter with some executives.
A new company? That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm thinking of putting Hitoshi or Junya in charge one day. So you two work hard, alright?
Yep, we will. There's no way I'm going to let Hitoshi become the CEO.
Of course, you're a much better candidate for the job than him.
If only Hitoshi would disappear. I know.
You're a genius.
I know, right? Let's set the plan in motion right away.
I'm going to be in charge of Dad's company one day, huh? I am the older one, so it's more likely that it's going to be me, I think. I should start learning about business. I started studying business so that I could be ready to take on my father's company. I did some research and found some seminars that even college students could take, and I gradually started becoming interested in the topic. A year passed since Dad told us the news. I graduated from college and found a job. The place I started working at was an insurance company, and I planned to gain experience I needed as a working adult there.
Oh, there he is. Hitoshi-kun.
Sorry for calling you guys to help on a weekend.
Don't worry about it. Anyways, congratulations on finally moving out.
Yeah, I couldn't bear living there any longer.
Let's celebrate once we're finished unpacking.
Good idea. Let's go drinking somewhere.
I want to go to an Odin shop.
You sound like an old man, brother.
I moved out of my parents' house after I graduated and found a job. I was sick of having to deal with my stepmother and stepbrother's harassment, and I thought that I should become independent now that I was going to be a working adult. Kenji and Nanao helped me with the moving that day.
Finally, we're done.
Thanks, guys. Now I can start anew.
Let's go drinking then.
Yes? What is it?
I'm at the airport right now and I'll be back tomorrow. Come to the house.
Did something happen?
You should know the answer to that question. We're gonna have a talk once I get home.
My dad sounded mad for some reason. The call ended after I gave a half-hearted reply. What does he mean we're going to have a talk? I have a bad feeling about this. The next day, I was told something unbelievable. I went to my parents' house still confused, and for some reason, Junya and my mother-in-law looked like they were trying to hold back their laughter. What did you want to talk about?
It looks like you've been causing Akemi and Junya trouble, Hitoshi.
Huh?
You spent almost all the money I gave you guys for the living expenses for your own amusement, right?
What are you talking about? There's no way I would do something like that.
Liar. Look at how much brand items there are in this house. These are all things Hitoshi brought.
We almost started that because brother wouldn't give us any money.
This can't be happening. I was so stunned at the sudden turn of events that I couldn't say anything.
Is this true?
No! They're the ones who were wasting all the money you gave us.
What proof do you have saying something like that?
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna become the CEO of father's company being such a spendthrift.
Wait, so is that what they were trying to do? They set me up. I denied the accusations, but I was at a disadvantage since it was 2-on-1. I was at a loss for words, when suddenly I heard a voice coming from outside the living room window.
Hold on! Hitoshi didn't do anything wrong.
Don't just barge in like that, Nanao.
Kenji, Nanao?
We're Hitoshi's friends. We overheard the conversation you guys were having. Hitoshi's telling the truth.
What do you mean?
We've seen how much Hitoshi had to go through because of these two.
Nonsense! She's lying, of course. Show them the proof, Hitoshi.
Yeah, here. At Kenji's words, I took out my phone and showed them a picture. In it was Junior and my stepmother exiting a famous brand shop carrying paper bags in both hands.
What is this?
I'm the one who should be asking that question, Akemi.
No, there was no reason for this.
Stop lying. I've been wasting the money Dad gave us for years now doing stuff like this.
Explain yourselves, Akemi Jr.
The two of them weren't able to say anything in response. I looked at Nanao and Kenji and did a victory pose with my eyes. Nanao still had more to say though.
Hitoshi-kun wasn't able to receive any money for his living expenses, which is why he had to support himself with part-time jobs. And when he was in high school, he was made by these two to do all of the housework. Me and my brother saw it with our own eyes.
Nanao.
Ugh. That's why you always ask me for more money, saying that it wasn't enough. Sorry for doubting you, Hitoshi. I'm such a terrible father doubting my own son.
It's fine, as long as you understand the truth now.
You two probably already understand, but I don't trust you two anymore. I'm going to get my lawyer to arrange a divorce. You two leave.
You're kidding, right? Let's calm down just a bit. Getting divorced is...
I am calm. I don't intend on forgiving you two for what you did to my son.
What? And your new company is...
I'm going to have Hitoshi take over, of course. You two aren't family anymore. Get out of my sight.
But...
Junior and my stepmother were forced to leave, and things finally became peaceful. I found out later on that the two of them were forced to give back the money they spent, not a yen to spare. I don't know how long it's going to take for them, but I'm sure it's an amount that will force them to work like horses. Apparently, my dad and stepmother's divorce became official a few days later. Dad came to apologize to me again for doubting me. Not having to see the two of them ever again was amazing news for me.
I officially got divorced with Akemi. I'm so sorry.
It's fine, I'm already over it. And even though I did have to go through hard times, at least I had good friends.
Yeah, you should take good care of them.
After my dad officially got divorced, I changed jobs and joined his company. My plan was to work there for a few years before being promoted to CEO. It was hard at first. My dad's company belonged to a completely different industry, but I started getting used to it since the employees were all good people. There were still a lot of things I needed to learn before I became CEO. A few weeks after Junior and my stepmother left, I asked Nanao to go to the aquarium with me. I remember her saying that she wanted to go sometime, and I thought that would be good since I also wanted to thank her for standing up for me that day. Nanao, over here!
Sorry, I'm late.
It's fine, I just got here as well.
Still, it's not like you to go to the aquarium like this so suddenly.
You said you wanted to go, right?
You remembered?
Yeah, I wanted to thank you for the other day as well.
Don't worry about it. I'm just glad I was able to help you.
Let's have fun today.
You didn't invite my brother.
Oh, yeah, he said he was busy. He probably got the idea and turned down for my sake. Good friends really are the best. I should thank him the next time we meet. The two of us walking around the aquarium might have looked like a couple. Just having Nanao next to me made my heart beat faster. I felt something special towards Nanao for a while now, but I couldn't tell if it meant that I liked her in a romantic sense, which is why I decided to ask her to go to the aquarium with me and see how I felt then. Thanks again for the other day. It's thanks to you guys that it's just me and my dad again.
I'm glad. Both me and my brother always wanted to support you.
You guys thought that way of me?
Of course. You're my brother's friend, after all.
Is that the only reason?
Huh? What do you mean?
I like you, Nanao. Will you go out with me?
Really? I thought you only thought of me like a little sister.
I don't. Sorry if I gave you the wrong idea.
I'm so glad. I always liked you as well, Hitoshi. I look forward to it.
So that's a yes?
Yeah.
I'm so glad. Thanks, Nanao. That's how the two of us started going out. Genji was really happy when we told him the news. I even got a bit embarrassed. I'm incredibly lucky having a wonderful friend and a wonderful girlfriend. I plan on working even harder from now on. A few years passed since then, and the three of us were still like before. We still get together like we always did and have fun talking about stupid stuff.
Isn't that lovely? Like and subscribe for more videos. See you again!